All right. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good morning to the crew. Good morning to the early morning shift. What's going on, Gilbert Jimenez, man? What's happening with your brother? YC in the building, man. Good to see you, man. You've been consistently here, man. Good to see you, YC. Uh, Cadillac 634 in the dough. What's going on, man? Rick Blackwell, Yolanda B, Black Fawns. What's happening? Say good morning, family. Hit that like button on the way and let's talk boxing this beautiful morning. Blessings to all y'all. Exactly, man. What a beautiful morning to talk boxing. As usual. Isn't it always, man? Isn't it always? What's going on? Big Keith in the building. Big Keith in the building. Mike Rhyme, what's happening with you, sir? Keys 215 in the building. What's going on, man? Hey, so I'm starting a movement, man, called Free Keith Thurman. Okay. I need to see a Keith Thurman fight pretty soon, man. Peace OG. Good morning. He said, what's up? Gifkin said, hey, why Buzz scared? I don't know if Buzz scared or not, man. It is. It's just something to talk about, man. It's just at this point in time, it's good boxing banter, partner. That's all it is. At this point in time, is like my people in the in the UK say, at this point in time, it's good boxing banter. You know what I mean? It's good boxing banter. Just something to chop it up about the sport, man. If you're not into basketball or if you're not into football, just something to chop it up about, man. Because on the real, these guys just need to announce any fight, and I'm gonna be happy with it. Just let's get it going, man. You know what I mean? Let's just get it going. And I don't have to hold any ill will against any other person. Don't have to hold any ill will. But let's have Kika. But let's free Keith Thurman. Let's let him out the box, man. Get this man. Start talking about this man with some respect again. So because obviously these other dudes ain't really trying to fight. Okay. So at this point in time, I don't think anybody got anything to say about Keith. Okay. Because Keith, I don't think anybody should have anything to say about Keith, because at least Keith was telling you, I'm hurt. I ain't fighting you. Wasn't none of that. He wasn't leading you by the nose. He wasn't doing none of that, man. He ain't running. He's running at you now. He's running at him now. I want to see Big Keith, man. I want to see Keith Thurman, man. I need to know when Keith Thurman's next fight is. I'm officially getting on the Keith Thurman brigade. Time to make it happen, man. Marquis says, if Canelo loses, does he remain the face of boxing? Is he a great ambassador for the sport? Look, man, I can't speak. I don't think he's the face of boxing now. I don't think about Canelo Alvarez. So for me, when I think boxing, dude, he's like the third, fourth guy that comes up. In my mind, I think about the face of boxing right now is this Errol Spence Terence Crawford debacle, because that's what everybody's talking about. Pretty much everybody that is a real boxing fan wants to see. You know what I mean? I think that, and it is something that is, it is disappointing, and more likely and very good chance we won't get it. So if nothing, I don't think anything encapsulates boxing. Encapsulates boxing more than this stuff that we're going through, man. Keith said the face of boxing is the winner of Spence Bud. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I don't think there is one. There's nobody that stands out head and shoulders above everybody else. I mean, it's so decentralized and so spread out that there is no one person that just, when you think boxing, I think who? I mean, I think it's different for everybody, man. I think it's just different from. I don't think anybody's really standing out like that in boxing. I don't think anybody's just like, whoa, yeah, this is the guy. Well, Floyd's retired, so I'm not going to say I'm not going to say that about somebody that's retired, because if I want to say that, then I'll say, okay, the face of boxing is Muhammad Ali. I see Muhammad Ali talked about as much or more than I hear Floyd get talked about. So, I'm all right with it, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? If it's all about who's retired and whose name is brought up all the time and who represents what's the best in boxing, then it would be Ali still. And he ain't fought in 40 years. You know what I mean? The last man, Pac-Man was never the face of boxing, man. Never the face of boxing, man. He's the face of Floyd Mayweather. He was that fight was the biggest thing going on with boxing, man. I will say that. But as far as there being a face of boxing, there's nobody that I can point to and think. The first thing that I think with boxing, I think about that guy. Have you seen any recent videos of Keith in the gym working? No, I have not. Yeah, I did. I think I saw an interview with Brian Custer. He was in the gym. He was sitting in the gym, but no, I've not seen any recent footage, man. Timothy, who is my man's PNB Rock man? PNB Rock? Who is PNB Rock? Man, rest in peace, man, to PNB Rock. But I'm really behind. I don't even know who that is, man. I'm sorry. I've been paying attention to the news more because I'm so sick of not knowing who everybody is, man. Good morning, Timothy Stoudemire. How you feeling this morning, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Someone who died. Yeah, I got a rapper from Philly. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know any of these. I know very few of these rappers, bro. Man. Yeah, RIP. Yeah, that's sad. Well, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Ernie V said, top of the morning, AM, man. Top of the morning to you as well, man. Top of the morning to you, man. Ugas beats Thurman? Nah, man. Nah. Thurman is the best welterweight in the world. Thurman is the number one welterweight. I can't get that crazy with it. I said that's why. What's going on, Gerson Duran? How you feeling? That's why I don't want him fighting Errol or Bud. He isn't truly dedicated to the sport of boxing. He's interested in the business. Look, man, I think that he is going to get. I think you got to respect that dude enough to know he's going to come in the fight prepared to fight. I think he's going to. I showing highlight videos and knockout, all of that stuff. I don't know why that. I haven't seen a lot. Who else haven't I seen? Just because he's not doing that, man. Just because he's not putting it up there doesn't mean he's not putting in the work. Yeah, he lost to Pac-Man coming off of an injury. I still think he's fine. Free Keith Thurman. I'm out here. Free Keith Thurman. You guys hold grudges, man. Didn't anybody tell you shouldn't hold a grudge? Didn't you guys learn that when you were kids? Like, to forgive, to err is human, to forgive is divine. What happened to you guys' divine spirits, man? Like, to err is human, to forgive is divine. Dog, divine, be divine, man. Why don't you forget us, man? Y'all some haters, man. Who trains Keith Thurman? I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Thurman is a problem for any welterweight. Yeah, man. I'm looking for him. Sleeping on, hey, say Timothy, keep sleeping on Thurman if you want to. He's a hell of a boxer. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, man. He definitely deserves a lot more credit than you guys are giving him, man. Keith looked like he was in shape his last interview. Yeah, he did. And that's what I'm saying, man. Look, dude, Terence Crawford fight Keith Thurman. Errol's not going to fight him, okay? I understand. Errol does not want to be divine. Errol is not in the business of forgiving, bro. You know what I mean? So God forgives me not, man. Holding up some check. Hey, man, y'all need to stop dogging him, man. You know what I mean? See, a Bearcat Ham said, leave the co-signing of fights not happening to Canelo fans. Cut it out. Look, hey, man. Hey, Bearcat Hampton. Why can't that fight happen? None of these fights are going to happen, man. Hey, Bearcat Hampton, name 2 fights that are going to happen in the welterweight division. Name 2 that you know are going to happen. 2 that you legitimately know are going to happen in the welterweight division right now. There's none. They're literally. Hey, Hannibal Barker said that KU cup is picking a scab off a wound. Can I send you a UNC cup? Oh, nah, man. I rock with KU, baby. He says Spence Thurman should happen. I don't know though. I'm telling you. He said, I don't know any. I'm telling you, you don't know any. That's why I'm saying all these dudes keep telling me, talk about fights that are going to happen. Dude, you guys, not you, Bearcat Hampton. But I'm like, look, man, none of these fights are going to happen. None of them. Like none. Every fight I can go down can't happen. And every big fight that I see cannot happen. Literally. Name every big fight, bro. Every big fight. It's almost impossible to make it. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua is not happening next. Don't believe it. Beterbiev, Bivol. I don't believe it. 168, Canelo versus anybody. I don't believe it. 160, Jermell Janibek. I don't believe it. Jamal Janibek. I don't believe it. Just give me somebody, and I'm telling you, they're not going to fight. That's how we're set up in boxing right now. Name a good fight, and I'm going to tell you that fight's not going to happen. And that's just real, okay? It ain't my fault. It's just real. Hey, Geeksy Universe said, morning, Fanon. Hope you are very well. You're feeling well. Oh, excuse me. Hope you are you feel well. I do. I feel well. I forgive him, but let him fight Boots. Hey, thank you, man. Come on. Can we get some forgiveness in our souls this morning? Like Blair Cobb versus Luis versus Ortiz is not going to happen. What's going on, DJ Moses? Oh, this feels way better, bro. Sitting like this. Yeah, dude. Look, so do not tell me that I can't talk about fights that are not going to happen. Because if I don't talk about fights that are not going to happen, we are not going to talk about any boxing. We're not going to do it. I actually think Andrade Benavidez has a chance of happening. They were talking about earlier this year, and both fighters said they do it. Yeah, but Showtime's doesn't want that fight. It's not going to happen. Showtime doesn't want to deal with Demetrius Andrade. Doesn't want to deal with him. So that fight's going to be very hard to make. Terry Schmoot. What up, Terry? What's up, Terry? All right, man. I'm so happy to see you here this morning. I want to let you know that, pause on all that, brother. I missed you on Saturday. I was like, man, where is Terry Schmoot at, man? Thank you, man. Now I don't feel so bad, man. I felt like I did something real wrong, bro, when you didn't show up for a week. It's like, all right, man. But that's what's up. We got Terry Schmoot back in the house, man. That's what's up. Next thing we're gonna see is Quincy Carter. I think I've done too many Devin Haney videos to repair with Quincy Carter though. But so yeah, man. So please, come on, man. Look, if we don't have to, you been in the hospital? Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm glad. I hope you're doing better, man. I hope you're doing better, bro. Hope you're doing better, man. Politics and boxing only wants to build a cash. What do you call that? A cash cow and hold it as long as possible. Yeah, that's some truth to that. But you got 3 different networks. You got 3 different networks with 4 different promotional companies. You know what I'm saying? There are no boxing matches to talk about. Like, for real. There are no actual boxing matches to talk about. Where it's a big fight. Terence Crawford is not going to fight Keith Thurman. Terence Crawford is not going to fight Jerron Ennis. Terence Crawford is not going to fight Keith Thurman. Terence Crawford is not going to fight Jerron Ennis. Keith Thurman is not going to fight Ugas. Terence Crawford more than likely is not going to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence Jr. is not going to fight Jerron Ennis, and he's not going to fight Keith Thurman, and he may fight Staniasis, right? But all those other ones, he's not going to fight Jermell Charlo. He's not going to fight Fundora, right? Jermell is not going to fight Errol. Jermell is not going to fight Terence. I mean, it's on and on and on and on and on with fights that are not happening. They can't happen. That based on what people, you know what I mean? Say, keep throwing spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks. Exactly, bro. Hold on one second, man. Take that. Put that down. Put that down. Put that there. Hey, Geeksy Universe, thank you for that support, bro. Gearson Duran said, "What do you think about Loma versus Shakur? That fight can't happen." Now that fight can happen, but I have been listening. Now I still like y'all. I still like some of y'all Devin Haney fans, bro. I still like you Devin Haney fans. Some of y'all, dog. Do not try to make no excuses about getting this guy to that Lomachenko fight. Don't you try it. Don't you trying to get him out of no Lomachenko fight. All right. That man got to fight Vasily Lomachenko. That man got to fight. Don't you start doing it, because I already hear it. I already hear the talk. I already hear the talk. They already saying duck him. They already saying him. Loma will beat Haney. All I'm saying is, look, bro, Loma getting knocked out on the 29th, man, y'all praying for that. I haven't seen the guy fight yet, so I can't speak on that. However, I know y'all are praying on it. I know you're praying on it. I know that's what you want. I know you want Lomachenko out the picture, because y'all going to be, hey, man, y'all going to get them bubble guts when they make that fight. However, that's his best chance that's his best chance, man. That's his best chance to legitimately become what you guys want him to be, man. That's his best chance, man. Don't try to talk him out this fight. Come up with reasons and justifications. I know what it is. Soda Black in the building said, "Peace, OG. Back for another classic show." Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Thank you for coming back to the channel, brother. And again, thank you to the cats, the support in the super chat and the cash app, brother. Thank y'all for keeping the channel rolling. It means a lot. Thank you, Geeks of the Universe, bro. Thank you, bro. Tank Davis doesn't want no smoke. I mean, I can't speak, man. I can't speak on that. I can't speak on it. I know this though, toughest G Mob. You are spamming my chat right now, bro. Okay? I'm telling you, you're spamming my chat and you're going to get timed out. You can put all that shit in one line. Okay? Don't spam it, man. Don't spam it, because you turn it into, don't be a bot now. Don't be a bot. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna have to get timed out, bro. You're out here spamming, brother. You're out here spamming. Give it 5. Rest them digits. Rest them digits for a hot second, my partner. Okay, rest them digits. You're getting hot on the mic. You know what I mean? You ball hogging the mic. Not gonna throw you out, but you can put all that in one chat, dog. We get you. Sean Carter said, of course he does. Bob's trying to keep belts at Top Rank because Devin, what? Hold on one second, man, because somebody else supported. Thank you, brother. Because Devin is not all the way down with Top Rank. Look, man, he's going to have to fight that dude, man. I don't care, because Lomachenko is calling him out. Terry Schmoo said, much love for 9 broken bones and a collapsed lungs. I'm back to, oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Get better soon, brother. Get better soon, bro. Yeah, man, Chris Books, we got 300 people in the building. Man, get the lights up, man. Stop being raggedy out in this mug. Stop being raggedy out here, man. We know it's a slow time in boxing, but these things is free, okay? We know it's free. It is 100% free to hit that like button, man. Man, I can't stand these dudes don't put me up on this homepage. Oh, there you go. There you go. There we go. Yeah, man, come on. We got only 105 likes, man. Come on, get the likes up, man. Get the likes up, man. But Bob said it's going to happen. Oh, you know that. You know it's going to happen. They ain't getting out of it, bro, but they want to get out of it, bro. They want out of that, dog. They want out of that tangled mess right there. You know that ain't no easy fight, man. I'll still, I'll favor Devin to win the fight, though. I'll favor Devin to win the fight. But, man, see, this ducking thing is real funny, bro. They don't want that fight, bro. And Lomachenko calling him out heavy, man. Lomachenko is calling him out heavy. He said, I can't wait to get him. He said, I can't wait to fight him. Lomachenko's amped. He like, look, dog, I can't wait to get in the ring with you. Man, you better fight that man. Said, what if Haney can't make 135? Duck, goose. He can make it for Tank. He can make it for Tank. You can make it for Tank. Don't talk Tank. Don't say Tank. Just make sure you don't say nothing about Tank. You know what I'm saying? Stone Alone in the building. What's going on, bro? Thank you for that support, bro. What's going on, man? Say good morning, Fanon in the chat. I'm late, but I'm here. Hey, man, thank you, man. That's all that matters, Stone Alone, bro. Just that you're here, brother. Thank you for so much for that support, man. Thank you so much for that support. I want to have some fun talking today, man. I want to have some fun, man. If we do it every day, bro, I got to do this live stream every day, man. I got to have some fun, man. Steven tells F9, I think Spence is moving up if he can't fight Bud. Your thoughts? Yeah, probably. That's what he said. That's what he said he's doing. He tends to be a man of his word, so that's what he says he's gonna do. And it's probably his time for him to move up. Probably is time for him to move up. But man, what a shame if he drops all those belts, man. What a shame if he drops all those belts. Because it's gonna be a minute before he gets his hands on another belt up at 154. That'd be a shame if he dropped all them belts and had a hand out. But then what we get is the rise of Jerron. What we get next is the rise of Jerron. I'm telling you, I'm full on board with Jerron, bro. I'm full on board with Jerron. Boy. Fanon, good morning. Do you honestly want to see Haney Tank? Do I honestly want to see it? Yeah, why wouldn't I want to see that? Yeah, I want to see that fight, of course. Dude, I like good fights, man. I like good fights, man. Yes, I want to see that fight. I do. I want to see Loma. Let me tell you all fights I want to see. I'll take either one, though. Let me put it this way. I don't want to see Devin Tank any more than I want to see Devin versus Lomachenko. I'll take either fight, man. And preferably, I'll take both. Preferably, I will take both. Preferably, I will take both. Yeah, dog, I like that fight a lot, man. I like Devin and Gervonta a lot. I like Lomachenko. But here, let's talk about fights that are doable. Since everybody wants to get mad at me about talking about fantasy fights. Oh, yeah, that dude. Yeah, I timed your ass out, bro. I told you to stop. I told you to stop spamming, partner. If you put six messages in there with nonsense, dude, I'm a spam. I'm a time you out, bro. Because you're being disrespectful to other people's. You're trying to force me to read your stuff. You know what I mean? You're like the little kid that keeps walking to the front of the class. Sit your ass down. I saw your hand raised. Okay, sit down. I see you. He got his hand up first. Simply Trucking, what's going on, bro? He said, much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support. He said, Haney going to smoke Loma like Arrow going to smoke Bud. Y'all got me calling that man Arrow. I mean, y'all got me calling that man Earl. Y'all got me calling that man Earl. Arrow. Yes, sir. Hey, we'll see, man. Haney gonna smoke Loma. Hey, look, man. That I want to see it. Don't duck it. Lomachenko did not duck him, so don't duck Lomachenko. You accuse Lomachenko of ducking you, and Lomachenko did not duck you. Did not duck you. Did not duck you. Did not duck you. Okay, you guys can say that they ducked you all you want because you wanted to fight, but you didn't get the fight. That man did not duck you. That man fought for a unification. He fought for a unification, and unifications trump mandatories. And then he lost. He didn't duck you. So now this man is sitting up there, ranked number 1 with the WBC. Right there, with an offer on the table to fight you. You got to fight that man or you ducked him. You literally ducked him. If you move up in weight, I ain't even believing it because you called out Tank. If you could have got the Tank fight, you would have stayed at that weight. You can make that weight one more time. Yeah, you can. You can make that weight one more time, bro. I don't believe you can't. We say, hey, Fanon, can we have a moment? Oh, yes, sir, we can. I'm sorry. Fanon, can we have a moment of silence for a fellow Philadelphian who was murdered yesterday while eating breakfast? Stop the gun violence? Absolutely. Rest in peace. Terry Schmoo said, the man upstairs punished me for trolling. Now I got to sit on the sidelines. Us Haney fans are in retreat, hiding until further notice. Oh, yeah, y'all are on the run. Y'all are on the run, bro. And they're going to push this line, bro. They are going to you guys push this line that you don't want Lomachenko, Devin Haney to fight Lomachenko, bro. You will never live it down. You will never, ever, ever, ever live it down, man. Y'all just make it seem like y'all don't want that smoke because that's the best fight he could have got at Loma. It's the best fight he would have had at 135. That's the best fight he would have had at 135, bro. You cannot duck this smoke with Lomachenko. Gervonta's too scared of you. Gervonta is out there making money, bro. Gervonta is like a myth. Don't even believe he exists until you get out of that contract. Gotta get it. Lomachenko's low-hanging fruit, man. Low-hanging fruit. John Boy with that big orange in the chat, brother. Thank you so much for your support. He said, good morning. Have a great day, all. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for that support. And you have a wonderful day as well, man. Make sure you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. I am having a wonderful day this morning. What's going on, King Judah in the building? What's happening with you, sir? Always good to see you, sir. Anyway, what happened to the dude? What happened to the dude that got timed out? Not me. I want Dev to fight everyone. Say, hey, Robert's gonna say, y'all know Haney will blast Loma. Come on. I don't know that. I don't know that. I do not know that. Rob, I don't know that. That is not, I don't know that. How do I know that? I ain't never seen anybody blow out Lomachenko. Have you seen somebody blast Lomachenko? First of all, Robert Scott, have you seen Devin Haney blast anybody? Any world-class fighters you've seen him blast? I haven't seen it. I'm still waiting on that blast. He ain't blasted in any world level competition out. He ain't blasted somebody out in 4 years. And Lomachenko ain't never been blasted out. Never. He ain't never been in a one-side, never had a one-sided loss. He's had 2 losses. Those guys did not blow him out. That dude, matter of fact, I've seen him put work on everybody that I've ever seen him fight. Lomachenko's a real fighter, bro. Lomachenko's a real fighter, bro. Don't get him out of here, man. Hey, Jeff Campbell has now joined the troll parade, bro. Robert Scott said, $250, dude, put up your money. Dude, come see me when the fight happens, okay? I will bet you $250 he does not knock out Lomachenko. Absolutely. Give me my money now, though, because you're not going to pay. Put a down payment on the bet. I'll hold it. He ain't but put $250, dude, put up your money, man, please. He's gonna knock out Lomachenko. He's gonna blast out Lomachenko. Okay. If he takes the fight, I will definitely do that. But we're gonna define the word blast. Blast means you knock him out. Booyah. Blast means he knocks him out. I'll definitely bet $250 that he don't knock out Lomachenko. I'll bet $250 for sure. I might take you $250 that he don't knock out George Kambosos. I might be willing to ride that he don't knock out George Kambosos. I'll take that bet any day of the week. Nah, that's not what you said. You said he blasts him out is what you said. You did not say he wins the fight. Nigga, stop lying. What you said was he blasts him out. Matter of fact, let me go back up to where you said it. Let me go back to where you said it. You see, you want to talk smack, but you don't want to back up your words. Where is it at? Let me see. I wish I could search for stupid shit that people said. But there's not that search function on here, bro. Where'd it go, bro? Somebody can show me where'd it go? Man, where'd it go, bro? You said blast him out is what you said. Blast him out. Where did this man say that? I know what you said. You didn't say nothing about win. Because I already told you I thought he would win. I already told you that I favored Gervonta Devin to win. You said blast him out. I think your mouth is just bumping a little too fast, partner. Where'd it go, bro? Where'd it go? Because you said blast him out. I know you said blast him out. I'm going to throw it back in your face. Man. There you go. Y'all know Haney will blast Loma. Come on. He'll blast him. That's what you said. You didn't say nothing about win. You said blast him. Blast him. Blast him. Okay? Blast him. You didn't say nothing about win. You said blast him. Now you put your 250 up. Keep your 250 on the table, Robert Scott, and give me my money now. Okay? That's like the tax man coming. That one. Okay? You owe me 250. All right? Already. And you know it. You owe me 250 already, and you know it. Give me my money now. Super chats are acceptable. I'll take it. I ain't stopping shit. You know what you said, bro. So stop it. I ain't scared. Give me my money. I'll bet you 500 he don't knock out Lomachenko. I'll bet you 500 that he don't knock out Lomachenko. That he don't blast Lomachenko. What you think blasting means? Man, sit on your money. Give me the money. You owe me 250 right now. Because you know dang well you want to out this bet. You pay me $100 now and you won't owe me 250 then. Okay? Because guess what? If he doesn't fight him, that means he didn't blast him. Okay? So if they don't even make the fight, you owe me money. If they don't make the fight, you owe me money. If he takes the fight and wins, but he doesn't knock him out, you owe me money. Thank you very much. You made the bet. You shouldn't make bets before fights happen because your bet is that he will blast him. If he don't fight him, he didn't blast him. So give me my money. If he doesn't knock him out, he didn't blast him. Give me my money. He ain't even going to knock him down, okay? He's not even going to knock him down. And you know damn well that's the truth. Barbara D in the building. But you ain't going to come back and be a man of your word since you wanted to bet that money before the fight was even made. Trust me, I'll take money off dudes like that all the time. I've done that several times. They want to bet me before a fight's made. And I'll say, okay, what's the bet here? Oh, the bet is that Gervonta Davis will knock out Sergio Ramirez. Oh, he will knock him out? You sure? I'm positive he'll knock him out. Okay, good. Give me the money if they don't fight. Give me the money if they don't fight. Because you got to actually do it. If he leaves that weight class and they don't fight, you owe me money. And that's the truth. Don't bet on shit that don't happen. But give me my money now because you know that ain't going to happen. Anyway, you know he ain't blasting out Lomachenko, so stop lying. You know that. He ain't blasting that man out of there. The only dude that may blast out Lomachenko is somebody like Gervonta, who actually has the ability to blast somebody out. You're not getting anybody blasting anybody out that doesn't punch. Sorry. Floyd Mayweather Jr. did not blast out Manny Pacquiao. Didn't do it. He did not blast out Canelo Alvarez. Didn't do it. Okay? You cannot apply that word to somebody that is going to win a 12-round decision. He outboxed him, is what you mean. You don't mean blast. You mean outbox. So speak correctly and give me my money. You owe me $250 because you know damn well he ain't about to do it. Barbara D said, good morning, Fanon. Good on it, Martin, in the chat. Just sending some support your way. Thank you, sister. Thank you so much for that support. Give me my money. Give me my money. Let's go. Give me my money. What do you mean, let's go? Give me my money, bro. Anyway, I'm moving down here, and you know you're getting shushed. Give me my money. Because you know damn well he ain't going to knock out. Give me my money. Nah, he needs, excuse me, bro. Shut up. Shush again. Shh. All Haney bots get put on timeout. Floyd didn't beat the shit out of Manny. No, he did not. He won the fight, bro. He did not blast that man out. Blast means kick his ass. Blast means knock his ass out in boxing. Okay? Close fights, split decisions, none of that, bro. Fanon, a blast doesn't have to be a knockout. A total ass whooping is a blast. Really? Really? Blast? To blow up or break apart. To blow up or break apart. To blow up or break apart. I ain't never heard anybody saying, oh, he blasted him out with a 12-round unanimous decision. You better get out of my face with that nonsense. If you don't get to outpoint somebody and claim you blasted them out. All right, you got at the very least knock him down multiple times, bro, to say, oh, I blasted you out. What do you mean you blasted us out? You didn't blast me out. You won a decision. Hey, do you think he blasted out Kambosos? Fahim. Do you think that Devin Haney blasted George Kambosos? Do you think he blasted? Would you use that word? That he blasted your George Kambosos? That he blasted him out? Yeah, Tank blasted Rolly. Tank blasted Rolly. Tank did not blast Isak Cruz. Tank blasted. Come on, bro. Give me my money already, bro. Just give me my money, guy. He got a blasted jab. Just give me my money, okay? Just like I said, bro, don't come. Give me my money. Give me my money. That was more like a rinse cycle. You saw he rinsed them is what he did. He may have washed them. He ain't blast them, bro. John Boy in the building said, cause my bro Tevis, I'm peace out, brother. All right, bro. Much love in that super chat, brother. Thank you for the support. Anyway, bro. Hey, said David said, laughing my head off for now. Please let him be. Man, I just can't believe y'all had the nerve to bet that money with me, man. Give me my money. All right? Give me my money. First of all, he ain't going to fight him, so give me my money. And second of all, you know damn well he ain't blasting him out of there, so give me my money. You ain't going to be nowhere around when it's time to pay up. None. Talking about put your money where your mouth is. Man, please. I'll take free money anytime. I will take free money any day. You might as well super chat it. That was a $250 super chat. Give me, he gonna blast out Lomachenko. Man, you out your mind. Like, what? Man, come on, bro. You might as well tell me Corey Spinks about to blow somebody out, man. Yeah. Now he blew out Antonio Moran. He did. He blasted Antonio Moran. That ain't no lie. That's 100% fact right there. He did that, bro. Anyway, man, let's move on to real boxing talk, bro. Larry Williams said, good morning, Fanon. They talking crazy this fine Tuesday. Haney knocking out Loma, man. Please, man. Just give me my money, man. And don't time him out. Tell him to give me my money. I want my money. I want my money. He said he ain't going to blast out Kambosos. Exactly, bro. Come on, man. You trying to use those words that don't apply to fighters, man. That ain't going to happen, man. Anyway, I'm sorry you had a timeout, sweetheart. Let's get that to your ball, big blah, 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 clown. Shut up. Ain't nobody trying to talk to you, you moron. Okay? Give me my money or shut up. Okay? The next comment need to be in a big-ass red super chat that says $250. Okay? You know damn well ain't nobody blasting out. He ain't blasting nobody. I busted you because you said blast. You didn't say win. So you're not even an honest person. You're not even honest enough. You're not even honest enough to keep a bet. You said, peace out my ass, bro. Holla. Oh, peace out, bro. Yeah, get away. Go. Peace on somewhere else. You ain't even honest enough to keep a bet, bro. You try to change it in the middle. Talking about you didn't. All right, let me, Gerardo Valencia, can you please talk about the topic that you put on the post? Dude, ask a question, man. I have been talking about the topic that's been on the post the entire time, with the exception of this fool, except for me trying to make $250, okay? Somebody offered me for free $250. I thought he was going to be man enough to pay up. $250. Be a man, bet, man. First of all, how does me betting $250 make me a man? Anyway, he said, okay, I'll stop talking about Tank Davis. Then you guys can't take it out. What are you guys talking? You must be starting to. Yeah, dude, he already left and he said he peaced out. He threw it in, bro. I mean, seriously, man, don't do that. Anyway, back to the conversation at hand. I think that is fair enough. Aubrey in the building. What's going on, bro? Good morning, Fanon Everett. Yes, sir. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Sorry, man. That was fun. Like I said, I wanted to have a little fun today, man. Robert Scott, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, man. Hope I didn't hurt your feelings. But you started betting me money, dude. I got happy when you decided to bet me $250 that Lomachenko would get blasted by Devin Haney. Be careful with your words, partner. And you're gonna owe me $250 if the fight don't happen. But I know you're not gonna pay. Like how you changed it to I bet he'd win. I would never bet you that I don't know who's gonna win that fight. I've already told you. I don't know who's gonna win that bet. I don't know who's gonna win that fight. I'm not betting against Devin Haney in a boxing match. I'm not stupid. Anyway, say why you blast Rob like that? Hey man, because he out there talking smack about me getting nuts and all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, Dapper Douglas said, it's time for Spence to move up. I want to see competitive fights from the established stars. Man, Dapper Douglas, there's a lot of competitive fights for Errol Spence Jr. right where he is. Right where he is. He's got competitive fights right where he is. No joke. Right where he is, he's got competitive fights, man. You know what I'm saying? Plenty competitive fights right there. No need to go anywhere, man. Mr. M. Pride, what's going on? He said, what's the boxing news for today? Well, the boxing news for yesterday, according to the Boxing Voice, shout out to the Boxing Voice, was that Errol Spence Jr. is going to fight on a pay-per-view November 19th with or without Bud. But when you get to the point of he's setting a date with or without, I have to lean towards that being without. And a whole lot of people are like, oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Look, dude, I believe he's going to fight this year now. You know what I mean? So my thing is, okay, so if you're going to fight somebody next, is it going to be Standing Ansas, or can it be the guy that I want you to fight, Keith Thurman? Can you give Keith Thurman a shot? Can you free Keith Thurman? Or can Terence Crawford free Keith Thurman? Either one. Because seriously, man, Keith Thurman is one of the best welterweights in the world. And I wish everybody would just forgive Keith Thurman for being a jackass. You know what I mean? Kind of like that guy, Robert. I can forgive you, man. I know you said peace out and you went running somewhere else because you got a little bit more than you expected. But, it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going to have fun today because I want to laugh. I want to have fun, even if sometimes it has to be at somebody else's expense. No, come on, Lady Erica B. Yes, Keith Thurman. Why do y'all hate Keith Thurman like y'all hate Keith Thurman? Aubrey, applaud for Errol for fighting again this year. These boxers once a year is hurting the sport. Yeah, it's hurting him if he sat there and allowed them to make him wait. Because, see, I believe that's part of the strategy, bro. I believe that's part of the strategy. Because they're going to think, okay, he's going to get distracted. He looked really good in his last fight. Let's just hold off the fight for a little while. Let's let it grow. He'll probably lose focus, get rusty, he's already having a hard time making the weight. So the longer we take to make that fight, the harder it is for him to make the weight. That's just what it is. So I think a little bit of their lack of incentive to make the fight could be to wait Errol out. Because, some people would make the argument that, oh, yeah, people trying to age Terence out. But I'm like, you could be trying to wait Errol out, where it's harder and harder for him to make weight because he's been there his entire career. and he's 30 years old now. So, I'm sure he does want that little bit more wiggle room, right? To be at 154, Keith Thurman, Philly will come back for you. Hey, man, I'm supporting Keith, man. I'm telling you right now. Hey, man, much love in that cat. Oh, man, John Boy, thanks, John Boy, in that Cash App, brother, for that support, bro. Thank you, man. It means a lot, bro. That is how we keep the channel going. I thought I was going to be able to earn $250 this chat from your boy who left because he made a dumb bet, but he tried to catch himself real quick. He tried to catch himself real quick and get out of it. John Boy said, I'm off to work. God bots annoying as F. Yeah, they are, bro. They are. That's all right, though. That's all right. They make it fun, though. They make it fun. Somebody said coffee. Yeah, I had a big cup of coffee this morning, so I'm a little extra. I'm a little extra this morning with the coffee, bro. Aubrey in the building, brother. He said, as showing love for great boxing conversation. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot, man. YC said, Fanon, have you seen the interview of Keith? He doesn't look confident anymore. Not the same as pre-Pacquiao. I mean, to me, he looks confident. He looks confident to me. He looks confident to me. I think he looks. But he took a loss. It's been a while. I just want to see the guy get the fight, man. He said, hey, Hunter Young said, John Boy, we will be walking 10 feet to work. He gets to work way too fast. Hey, man, back to work, man. He works in a hospital, so he's probably like laying in a hospital. He's probably like laying in one of those cots that they have for people that are on call, and then he'll jump over, and get to work real quick. John Lewis said, I don't want to hear about any fights that don't involve Boots. Everyone is scared to lose that belt or take the L. Hey, look, Boots going to have to wait, man. Boots going to have to wait. And it's no problem because if Errol leaves the weight class, that's it. That's a wrap. I'm telling you. If Errol loses that weight class, it's a wrap. Boots is going to mop everybody in that weight class. He's going to mop everybody in that weight class. And then give him a couple years, he'd be up at 154 and probably mop everybody at 154. I don't think that there's a contemporary of the only contemporary that I think is really with Boots kinda is Gary Antoine Russell. And that's primarily because of his the wins that he had at 140 pounds. You know what I mean? Plagiarism said Boots looks like a top prospect, but so did Jeff Lacey. Keith is proven. Come on, man. No, he doesn't look anything like Jeff Lacey, man. Come on, man. He doesn't look anything like, and it's not a top prospect. He's a contender. He's not a prospect anymore. He's a contender. He doesn't look anything like Jeff Left Hook Lacey, man. Jeff Left Hook Lacey looked like a poor man's Andre Berto. Nah, he's a different level than that, man. Come on, man. Get that man. You got to get that man a little more respect than that, man. You got to give him a little bit more respect than that. Fly High said, when they reschedule the Shields fight, do you think that could hurt her or hurt Marshall? I think it's going to hurt Marshall more than it'll hurt Clarissa Shields. I think Clarissa Shields is a world-class competitor, man. And I don't think she's going to have a problem. I don't think she's going to have a problem with the weight or refocusing or any of that stuff. I honestly, I don't think it's going to hurt either one of them. The one person that may hurt is Michaela Meyer. If Michaela Meyer, does have to cut weight again. You know what I mean? Whoever's had to do all of that weight cutting, I think that'll probably be the situation with the person that hurts them the most. But, I don't think it's going to bother any of them. They're all professionals. You know what I mean? They're all professionals. They'll get themselves back up, man. Hunter Young, much love in that super chat. He said it's a good and bad thing if Errol drops the belt. Bad for Spence and very good fights at 147. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it. Except I don't think it's bad for Spence to drop his belts. Errol Spence has done everything that he should do. Thanks for the response. Be blessed. Oh, likewise, Fly High. Anytime, man. I mean, if you speak to me politely, we'll have a polite conversation. If you talk about some silliness about, don't duck Lomachenko. Don't duck him. Don't duck Lomachenko. You got to fight Lomachenko. You got to give me the Lomachenko fight, man. You gotta give me the Lomachenko fight. No, but Spence has done everything he's supposed to do at 147 pounds. It's not his fault if that Terence Crawford fight doesn't go through. You know, man, Errol is actually, man, he played injured. I mean, dude, only thing I just hate that Errol got in that car accident, right? And then we didn't get the Pacquiao fight. Because if we would have got the Pacquiao fight, then we would have been able to get this Ugas fight, and it would have been 2 this year. You know what I mean? It would have been 2 this year. Much love in that super chat from my man Grover Lipkins. He said, good morning, bro. Here's a little something for support. Thank you, brother. It means a lot, man. It is what keeps the channel going, brother. Thank you so much. Crunk Juice back in the building. What's going on, Crunk Juice? He says, something on. If they manage to convince EJ to fight Thurman, which I believe those body shots will be a one-time's worst nightmare, yeah, he's gonna get stopped, bro. He's gonna get. I think he will get stopped. Where would that leave Bud's negotiation to fight EJ in 2023? Oh, nowhere. That fight's not going to happen. That fight's not going to happen. It won't happen at 147. It'll have to happen at 154, and that's years off. I don't think Bud will be fighting. And I don't know if Bud is going to get past those dudes at 150. Dude, 154 is an entirely different beast. 154 is an entirely different beast. All bets are off at 154, man. No joke. All bets are off at 154. Because they got a bunch of dudes up there at 154, man. A bunch of dudes at 154. I have to reestimate everybody when they get to 154. Like Brian Castano, man. Brian Castano's a tough fight, man. Tony Harrison is a tough fight. Now, Tony Harrison can get clipped, but Tony Harrison is a tough fight. Shoot. I wish Jared Hurd would come back. Right? But I think he's kind of done. But and they got all kind of dudes you ain't never heard of at 154. They even got like guys like Xander Zayas at 154. So all bets are off at 154. But I don't think that Bud is going to get that fight. And honestly, man, Bud may not get any more really good fights. He may not. Dude, he may very well may not if they don't make this fight, which, man, I hope they make this fight, man. Anyway. Asha said, I think Spence wants to fight Fundora. I don't think he wants. I don't want him to. My God, I don't want to see that fight, man. That is so awkward, bro. Sean M, that's bullish. Haney's feelings toward Loma is like how Spence feels about Thurman. Haney upset the Loma for not fighting him. He needs to tuck. That's silly, though. It's silly. It's nothing like that. That scenario was nothing like that. With Errol Spence Jr. Errol Spence Jr. was the IBF champion. Keith Thurman was the WBA and the WBC champion. They were champions. Errol Spence wanted a unification fight with Keith Thurman and did not get it. Right? Errol Spence Jr. was in the rankings to fight Keith Thurman. I didn't forget it. It's right here, bro. I got you. I was just going to do this one first. But let me get back to that after Crunk. God was looking out for Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, he was. God looks out for us all, but he definitely blessed him, bro. And Geese of the Universe. I said, I think you missed my super chat. Thank you, brother. Much love for both those super chats, and thank you for that support, bro. Look, that is apples and oranges. That is apples and oranges. Just because, if that's the case, then he shouldn't want to fight. Then he shouldn't want to fight Jaron either. I mean, he shouldn't try to fight Gervonta either. He said he wanted to fight Gervonta, and Gervonta hasn't fought him yet. What's the difference? Lomachenko fought for the WBC belt in a vacant title. So he didn't duck Lomachenko. He did not duck Devin Haney when he fought Luke Campbell. And his very next fight, he fought the IBF champion for a unification. He did not duck Devin Haney in a unification fight. You can't do that. And then he lost. That's it. He lost. He lost. So he never ducked Devin Haney. The idea that Devin doesn't want to fight him because, oh, I didn't get that fight earlier, that's bullshit. That's just bullshit. It's a lame excuse. Lame. Like super lame excuse. Unless he can't make the weight. If he can't make the weight, then he can't make the weight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thanks, Sean M. Yeah. If he can't make the weight, he can't make the weight. But you can't say you want Gervonta and you can't make the weight at the same time. Can't do both. Fanon, Bud is the new boo-boo at the PBC. Oh, man, I hope not, man. I hope not, man. I hope not, man. He said T.O. ducked him, yet he still talks about fighting T.O. Y'all make Loma excuses out of fear. Look, let me tell you something, man. Teofimo Lopez didn't duck him. How Teofimo Lopez fought his mandatory and lost? He fought his IBF mandatory and lost. He won the belt. And then, so if you say Lomachenko that Devin Haney was his mandatory, which he wasn't, but just say he was his mandatory, but again, he wasn't. And he goes and fights his IBF mandatory and he loses. He didn't get ducked. He didn't get ducked. Ryan Garcia ducked him. That's who ducked him. Ryan Garcia ducked him. Ryan ducked him. Not Teofimo Lopez and not Vasily Lomachenko. Now, if Lomachenko's the number one contender for his belt, number one contender for his belt, because he's the number one guy in the WBC. He's also I do believe he's also the number one guy in the WBO. Matter of fact, let me look at these rankings. Man, what's that? Hold on one second. Lomachenko is number one with the WBO. He's number 3 with the IBF. He's number 4 with the WBA. And he's number 1 with the WBC. He's top 4 in every major sanctioning body. And I believe he's the only person to be that. The next closest one is Isaac Cruz, who's number 3, number 4, and number 2. Only one Isaac Cruz is not in the top 4 of is the WBA, where he's number 11. So, nah, man, there's no reason for him not to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko's number 1 by the WBC. He's number 1 with the WBO. And he's number 3 by the IBF. And the guy above him with the IBF is a guy named Gustavo Lemos. Right? So that WBO mandatory is going to come due. And that WBC mandatory is probably going to come due too. Because Devin didn't take to his credit, didn't take that franchise thing, man. You know? YouTube people get paid by Devin to control the narrative, I'm convinced. Yeah, I can't speak on that. Other than to say obviously. Other than to say obviously. But I don't have any proof other than the proof that I have. Anyway, Jeff Campbell said, all praise to the undisputed king of lightweight division, Sweet P 2.0. Yeah, yes, sir, man. Sweet P 2.0. Oh, man, yeah, nah. Man, Sweet P 0.75. Now I'm hating. Sweet P 0.75. Man, I ain't saying nothing, bro. There's all kind of people getting perks for supporting fighters all over the internet. Come on. Hell no. Dougie Fisher makes a living, okay? Dougie Fisher gets paid. All right? I ain't got no problem with anybody getting paid for whatever they do. That doesn't mean they don't believe it. It just means that those guys probably do invest in marketing their fighter. A whole bunch of people do that. PBC fighters are the only ones that don't do that shit. PBC are the only ones that do not do that. Everybody else, you better believe, they got websites. They got all kind of people, man. They got the Boxing Writers Association of America. They got all kind of people with that. All kind of people that do that stuff, man. Ain't nothing wrong with doing that stuff. Chase Benjamin said he literally left Showtime when they were building up a showdown with Tank for more money with Hearn, knowing Al and Espinosa does no business with Hearn after they stunted. I mean, obviously, bro. I mean, it is what it is. He went for the money. He went for the money, brother. He went for the money. And that's okay, man. The guys can get money. I don't care. Like, seriously, man, the fact that he has people to support him, that's a good business decision for them. The only people that do not do that are PBC fighters. They don't do that. They don't do that. They don't. Not that I know of anyway. I don't know of any that do it. And in fact, they got like adversarial relationships with YouTube channels. Adversarial. You know what I'm saying? Adversarial. Jermell Charlo, when has Jermell Charlo ever showed up on a YouTube channel? When is Jamal Charlo, if it was not a mainstream one, when is Jamal, Tank, who else, man? I could go on and on about the guys from the PBC that don't do that, man. Keith Thurman hasn't for years. Deontay will. Errol has. I haven't seen Errol do that in a very long time. Quite honestly, I haven't seen Devin do it in a long time. So, it is what it is, man. We boxing fans, man. Ain't nobody people can do what they want to do, man. I got no ill will towards people that want to work with a boxer and want to help get that boxer's name out there, man. That's all love, man. Knock yourself out with that shit. You know what I mean? Just don't debate me. Just don't debate me, because that shit is not going to turn out well, man. It's not going to turn out well because I can poke all kind of holes in all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Not just holes. I just boom. I'll blast them. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch that channel, so I wouldn't know. I said what I haven't seen, man. What I haven't seen. I don't know. Definitely get your money, but don't front for the cameras and the internet. Don't take a rocket science to see what's going on. Nah, but here's the same thing, man. Ain't nobody lying about it. It is what it is, man. He says, sounds like people are getting paid. Yeah, but people do. Look, man, everybody is getting paid, man. Like, this shit is not for free. Okay? Let me break this to you. It's not for free. Ain't no free passes in the world, man. Ain't no free passes in the world, man. I gone are the days where you can shame YouTubers for getting paid. Of course they're getting paid. They should be getting paid. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. You understand how much work this is? It's a lot of work. And on top of it, it's a lot of abuse. You know what I mean? All y'all kicking the dog all the damn time, complaining about it. Dude, literally, I've not done a video in 5 years that somebody not complain about. Where I didn't look up and say, like, you know what, man? I should probably not read the comments today because somebody's going to feel like abusing me today. And without a doubt, every time I do it, there's somebody being abusive. Somebody else being abusive. Somebody else want to call you a liar. Somebody else want to call you this, call you that. They do it all day. Everybody on YouTube, anybody that is putting out content and all that stuff and working hard, they deserve to reap what they sow. A bunch of cats with no talent and no work ethic as it relates to this, shaming you, man, that shit is lame as shit. Hey, my man, Mr. Riley said from Josh Riley, salute to the show. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. You know what I mean? JD said, Fanon, it seems boxers just avoid black channels. Bud literally gave an interview recently to some white channel with like 30 subscribers and 5 videos per day. Yeah, I mean, they do it. They do it, bro. That's all right. Whatever, man. Look, man, it is what it is. I ain't hating on nobody's game. Okay? I'm not hating on anybody's game. I really mean it. Shout out to everybody that does it, unless you're making videos about me. You know what I mean? Like, if you're making videos about me, you just are not true to the, What can I say, man? If people that are out there making videos about other YouTube channels, they're worthless. They're worthless. Because they're just parasites off of just people that are talking boxing. Interview. I don't count Sean Porter, bro. I don't count Sean Porter as a. I don't count Sean Porter in that as a YouTube as a his primary existence is not YouTube. His primary existence is on Fox, Showtime, DAZN. He's a world-class fighter. He was a world-class fighter. Sean Porter is not in the same category as me. Neither is Pro Box with, though they're not. Those guys are real. I mean, no, man. This is a boxing fan forum, bro. You know, this is where boxing fans get together to shoot the shit. And should be able to do so without a bunch of clowns. Without a bunch of clowns trying to tear you down personally because they can't think of anything to do. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Geeks of the Universe, bro, said forgive my French, but F them, keep up the good work. Oh yeah, man, we're gonna keep riding now. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you for that support, bro. Yeah, don't do it. Hey, definitely said I know the channels that whack, but I ain't gonna air them out on your platform. Yeah, don't do that over here, man. Ain't no need for that. You know what I mean? Because it's seriously, man, like I like most of these guys. I respect most of these guys. The vast majority of them. I respect everybody at the LDBC. I'm not in the LDBC anymore. Haven't been for a while. Got nothing but respect for those guys, man. Nothing but respect for those guys. Got nothing respect for those other channels that people can, you know, and I'm saying that's a group of people. I'm not mentioning any particular person's name. I got a lot of respect for other channels that are doing things where you see their videos out every day, right? A lot of respect for those guys, man. You know what I mean? Because they out there doing something constructive. They ain't out there robbing people or, you know, doing something underhanded or anything like that. You know, most of them ain't anyway. Some of them are, but you know what I mean? Hey, 0079, you heard what Chris Eubanks said. He doesn't want us to lose another son. Yeah, that makes sense because they're trying to weight drain him. Yeah, man, they're trying to weight drain him down to the bone, and he agreed to it. I don't know why he would agree to it, but yeah, man, don't take that fight. That's silly. If they want to fight you, let them fight, and don't get that man any type of advantage like that. I also heard what Timmy Sapp say, yeah, they go live for hours talking about another channel, literally saying nothing about boxing, and they got a boxing. Yeah, dude, it's because it's whatever they do, man. Let them take them little maggots over there, and anybody that can listen to that for a long period of time. You know what I mean? That's on them, man. My friend, what's that, Jeff? My friend from 8 to 11. Yes, sir. Just do salute for 9 and the OG. Respect to the chat, fam. Yes, sir. Respect to the chats, bro. Did AJ sign a contract? No, man. AJ ain't fighting that dude next, man. Why would AJ fight that dude next coming off of 2 losses? Man, you need to go ahead and get yourself some rest, work on your game, let Tyson Fury fight somebody else, and then that fight is gonna be there for you, man. That fight is gonna be there for you. There's no need to do that, man. There's no rush for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua just got paid a bunch of money for his last fight. Man, let that sit and simmer. Let Tyson Fury take more time off. You know what I mean? They signed for the contract? Oh, I didn't know. You said they did, they signed, they agreed for that fight? I didn't think it would happen. If it happened, hey, man, my bad. For a December 3rd fight. Yeah, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I see what he said. That we accepted the terms for a fight with Tyson Fury on December 3rd. Okay, well, yeah, it said they accepted it, but I'll believe it, bro. I'm not going to say why. That's boxing scene I'm reading. I just don't, man, them guys be playing games. We'll see. But hey, cool. If he fights him, cool. Not good. I think it's stupid, bro. Personally, I think it's stone cold stupid. But knock yourself out, bro. I see it on Boxing Scene that they said that they accepted and they're waiting to hear back. Yeah, I think it's stone cold stupid, but okay, we'll see. You know what I mean? AJ, okay, AJ. Okay. If AJ accepted that fight, he's just cashing out. Yeah, I mean, okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I didn't think you'd be that. I didn't think Eddie Hearn would allow that to happen, but we'll see. Principal Stadium in Cardiff. Why isn't it in Wembley? Fight's not that big, huh? Nah, I'm just hopefully, man. Okay, well, that's good. Well, that's another fight. If he takes it, cool. That's another fight. I'll take it. No worries, man. I knew that interview with Eddie Hearn was legit. Well, cool, man. If they did it, they cashed an AJ in. Good job, man. But nah, he can't fight in the United States. He can't fight in the United States. He can't get into the United States. I don't want to back down. What you talking about? I'm looking at it on Boxing Scene. If Boxing Scene reported it, I'll believe Boxing Scene before I believe ESPN. So I see it. It's right there on ESPN. So yeah, it's there, bro. You know what I mean? It's there. They're saying it's going. They said that they accepted it. So good. Make the fight. That's what's up. I just didn't believe that they would do it that quickly. He just fought. He just fought. He's just gonna turn right back around and get back in the ring. Knock yourself out, bro. Hearn said AJ wanted it badly and Hearn did not. Yeah, I mean, AJ, you're tripping, bro. But okay. Who knows, man? It may turn out well for him, man. AJ, it may be a better matchup for AJ than Usyk is. He said, nobody else is fighting. I like it. AJ wanted, all right, I'll roll with it then. If that's the case, I'll roll with it. It's all good, man. He said, man, that's a 187 on an undercover. You know what I mean? That's tripping. I just think it's too soon. What's going on, Fred? What's going on, Riviera Frazier in the building? What's going on, man? How you feeling, man? I'll take it, though. You know what I mean? I'll take it. We all know Fury can knock him out. Usyk can't. I don't know if he's going to knock him out or not. I don't know. Look, we'll see. I'm not going to underestimate AJ for that fight because styles make fights. And AJ is a very fundamental, he's a fundamental fighter. He works between a jab and a straight right hand, and he's got enough power to hurt Tyson Fury. We'll see, man. I just think, man, it's just, that seems a little quick. That seems like a little bit of a quick turnaround for me. Which PBC fight is November 5th? Hold on. Nothing. Dimitri Bivol and Gilberto Ramirez is on the 5th, from what I can see. The week after Vasily Lomachenko and Jermaine Ortiz. That's the fight that we all want to see. Lomachenko, baby. Let's make it hot. Yeah, Jeff Campbell, I don't know if there is one on November 5th, man. Montana Love is fighting on the 12th. Jojo Diaz is fighting William Zepeda on the 29th. Anderson Silva. And, man, this is some garbage, bro. How can you even how does Jake Paul get away with fighting a 50-year-old man and acting like he's not a punk? Like, how do people not just immediately see that fight and be like, dude, you are a full-fledged punk. You are a 28-year-old, you're a 20-something-year-old man fighting a 50-year-old and acting like you're doing something. Like, what is that, man? Anderson Silva's up there looking like somebody's uncle at a dude. I watched the weigh-in. Anderson Silva's literally sitting up there looking like somebody's uncle at the barbecue. No muscular definition, cheeks all, face all full. You know what I mean? Definitely got decreased testosterone. Looking super, like body looking super soft. And this man is sitting up there looking roided to the gills. You know what I'm saying? Looking roided to the gills. And they acting like he's doing something. Man, if Anderson Silva was 28 years old, he'd kill him. If this dude was fighting, what's that dude's name? The MMA dude. The MMA dude. Come on, what's the guy's name? You know, the guy Khabib. He's fighting Khabib or somebody like that. 28. No, what is the Anderson Silva like? Is Anderson Silva's like 48 or something like that? I don't think he's 50. I don't think he's literally 50, but I think he's like 48. Something like that, man. Something like that. Man, there's no respect to be given from that, man. Jake Paul giving UFC fighters retirement checks to lose to him. Yeah, I'm just sick of him, man. Like, I mean, that is not even, man. Anyway, man, we'll see, bro. We'll see. And then he's going to get knocked out eventually. And if he gets in there with a real fighter, he's going to get knocked out, or he's going to actually have to test. He's going to have to test. He's going to have to do some type of drug testing. When he fights a real fight, he's going to have to get drug tested. And then that's when it all ends. Because that dude, from what I can see, is most definitely juicing, bro. Look, man, he got privileges because if Jake Paul was black, that man ain't no way in the world they be selling that shit, man. Ngannou, what is that? Yeah, I mean, there's no way that they would take that, man. It's ridiculous, bro. YC said, Fanon, you think Pacquiao juiced before? If I had to bet, I would say yes. Yeah, 40 said, say 47. So, yeah, 47, man. Come on, man. That's ridiculous, bro. 47, that's ridiculous. You are closer to you are closer to 60 than you are to 20. Significantly closer to 60 than you are to 20. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't watch Jake Paul. I've never paid for any. I don't think I paid for any of his fights. I did want to watch. I would watch Amanda Serrano, though. You know, that's the only reason I would watch it is Amanda Serrano. He says Silva could be his father, and he is fighting him. Exactly. He's 47 to 20. Yeah, absolutely could be his father. Silly. It's ridiculous, man. But they go ahead and let that slide, man. Go ahead and let that slide, man. Anyway, man, let's drop that particular topic. That topic's not very fun. I don't enjoy the topic at all. You know what I mean? I'm still tripping on Tyson Fury. AJ don't make the fight though, man. Go ahead and make that fight. And then what after that? You know what I'm saying? Then what after that, man? You know what I mean? A rematch is going to be a rematch. Like, anyway, man, I'll take it though. I don't mind that. That's good. It's a good fight. It may be the best fight we have the rest of the year. If it's true and they make it, it's probably the best fight they made this. It's probably the best fight that they made this year. So that being the case, I'm cool with it because it's the best fight that we have for the rest of the year. I think Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury AJ is a more interesting fight than Canelo and Triple G for sure. My boxing account said AJ should fight Frank Sanchez or Joyce. Yeah, I mean, that would be good. Those would be good fights. But, you know, if he wants to get his credibility back, fighting Tyson Fury is the best way to do it. You know, and he's fighting somebody that's probably going to be an easier fight for him than Alexander Usyk. That's southpaw. He's southpaw, and he's a big fighter. He's a very good fighter. So we'll see, man. Detroit Marty Marr, what's going on? I said, morning, Fanon. I'd like to see Gary Russell versus Teofimo and Regis Prograis versus Ryan. Let's hit that like. Yes, sir. Hit that like button. Let me check these likes, man. Hit that like button, man. Yes, sir, man. Can we get them likes over 300? We got 434 in the building, man. Make sure y'all get them likes up over there, man. Paul is only good for women's boxing getting shine. It is what it is. Yeah, Devin Haney. It is a fun conversation, though, Jeff Campbell. I will tell you. I do like playing devil's advocate with Devin Haney, though. It's good content. It's good fun content, bro. It's good fun content. If you don't take it too personally, man. If you don't take it too personally. Carl Ward James said Amanda Serrano got lucky against Cyborg and never fought her again. Just lost her last fight. Amanda Serrano got robbed in her last fight, in my opinion. I didn't even know she fought Chris Cyborg. But no, I thought she got robbed. I still like her. I still like Amanda Serrano. I think Amanda Serrano beat Katie Taylor personally. And she's a strong fighter. That's a tough girl. And she goes for the knockout. I like her. She reminds me of Clarissa Shields a little bit. with how she attacks the body and how she really does put beatdowns on girls. And if they were fighting 3-minute rounds, I think you might see something a little bit different, man. You know? Saying, oh, money like blasted Rob. Yeah, Rob owes me money, man. But she's, I didn't say he'd knock him out. I just said he'd win. Nah, man. You said blasted. So give me my money, homie. Amanda Nunes. Oh, what about Amanda Nunes? Yeah, I like Nunes. You talking about Amanda Nunes? Amanda Nunes never boxed, though. Natty Dredd said, I want to see Russell's train at Upton or with somebody like Bozy. Oh, he's cool where he is, Natty Dredd. Why would, man, he's got what he needs. Man, they got, dude, if you not noticed, those Russells know what they're doing, man. Man, he's got a great camp. He's got a great camp. I don't know what he's going to mean. Gary Antoine Russell know what he's doing, man. Gary Russell Jr. First of all, Gary Russell Jr. Sr. was a great trainer. You can see what he did with Gary Russell Jr. and what he's done with Gary Antoine and the amateurs and what they did with Gary Antonio so far in the pro, man. You mean, nah, man, I think he's good. He doesn't need to leave his brother, man. That dude knows boxing, man. You know? She fought Cyborg. Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know she fought Cyborg. Yeah, I had no idea. That's news to me. Man said Shields has Haney hands. Oh no, they just fight 3-minute rounds. They just fight 2-minute rounds, and there's not enough. There's not enough, man. Jack Fuego said, "This is why I fuzz with your channel, Fanon. You be keeping it 100 no matter what. Hey man, I try my best to. That's the safest way to survival, bro, is to keep it a buck. No need to hide, no need to run behind things, none of that stuff. And again, man, much love. Thank you to everybody that supported the channel today in the Cash App and the Super Chat. It really does. It really is how the channel continues to go and grow. Thank you guys so much for your support. It truly means a lot, man. Gary Antoine is going to beat up Devin. He don't like Devin. Well, I don't think he's going to fight him because, you know, there'll be a reason why I don't fight him, because he didn't fight him in the amateurs or something. Honestly, man, I can't believe some of y'all is trying to set up this don't fight Lomachenko thing. That is mind-boggling to me. That's mind-boggling to me. I don't get it. Why wouldn't you fight Lomachenko? Why? Why wouldn't you? That just, to me, I don't get it. Say, can we just throw AJ away? Looks like they are, man. Looks like they are. Only Tyson Fury gets away with fighting a loser. But we don't know, man. He may catch him. If he catches him, it could be trouble. Nunez is UFC. Serrano is boxing. Serrano was in some type of MMA for a while, though. I just didn't know who. I know that Nunez is in the UFC. I didn't know. I know she never fought. But that blows my mind that the cast is trying to act like they shouldn't fight. Why? Like, can somebody give me the rationale behind that one? Why? Anyway, I said, if Devin doesn't fight Lomachenko, look, if he doesn't fight him, why not? I'm thinking that's an opportunity. I think that's an opportunity. That's a big opportunity. If he beats Lomachenko, his stock goes up. His stock hasn't gone up. Really. Not off of Kambosos win. You know what I mean? That's not a big fight. Lomachenko is going to be some buzz around Lomachenko. You know what I mean? That's a legitimate big fight. That's a big opportunity for him, man. Vinny Mac said Lomachenko did not avoid him because that's not true, first of all. Lomachenko avoided Haney, so why should he give him a shot? It's kind of like, no, it's not. It's nothing like that. Vinny Mac, it's nothing like that at all. It's nothing like that. First of all, Lomachenko did not avoid Haney. That's just Haney saying that. Don't nobody buy that shit. Lomachenko fought, and I'm going to say this till I'm blue in the face, partner. Lomachenko was not even in the rankings with the WBC until the WBC gave him that Luke Campbell fight. So he fought for the championship against Luke Campbell in one fight. In the next fight, he fought Teofimo Lopez for the IBF championship to unify the belts. He never avoided Haney. That's just Haney fans saying that. If you listen to Haney fans, everybody's avoided him. Everybody. So he shouldn't be fighting. He shouldn't be talking about fighting Gervonta. Don't they say Gervonta avoided him? The Gervonta's in protective custody. The Gervonta won't fight him. So why is he talking about fighting Gervonta then? Dude, Lomachenko never ducked that guy, man. That is just not true. It's not true. By any fair measure, that is not true. Lomachenko was the IBF, he was the WBA champion and the WBO champion. So he won his first belt with the WBA against Linares. Then he won another belt, which was the WBO against Pedraza. After that, he won a vacant title against Luke Campbell. And after he got that vacant belt, all of that franchise stuff happened, but whatever with that, because his very next fight, he didn't fight anybody in the WBC. He went and fought the IBF. And he lost to Teofimo Lopez. So where in this was he supposed to fight Devin Haney? Where in any of this was he supposed to fight Devin Haney? Nowhere. Like literally nowhere. Hold on one second, man. Much love in that super chat. Tevis in the building. Thank you, brother. He said Devin needs to fight Loma. It's a different situation from Errol and Keith. Loma would be great for his legacy. Absolutely, he would be. And on top of that, he didn't. What do you mean jumped over him? Dude, you're gonna blame him or the WBC? He didn't. What do you mean jumped over him? He jumped over him. What's he supposed to do? He's supposed to fight Haney. Hold on, let me get this right. So what he was supposed to do was he's supposed to not fight Campbell for the vacant belt. He was supposed to fight Devin Haney so that he could fight Luke Campbell for the vacant belt. Maybe it was that Luke Campbell jumped over Devin Haney. I mean, what is this? This man is a unified champion, the WBO and the WBA champion at the time. He's a unified champion. And the WBC gave him a shot to fight for the WBC belt against Luke Campbell. That's the WBC. What was Lomachenko supposed to do? What do you think Devin would have done? Do you think if Devin is the WBA champion and the WBO champion, and he says, I want to fight for the vacant WBC belt, and the WBC says, okay, fight Luke Campbell, and he said, no, I don't want to fight Luke Campbell. I want you to make me fight Lomachenko, so then after I beat Lomachenko, then I'll fight Luke Campbell. Who does that? Who does that? No, you guys are looking for reasons not to like Lomachenko. Lomachenko did what Lomachenko was supposed to do. He got a shot at a vacant title that Bob Arum got him. He took it. He lost the fight. He won the fight. And then he went to unify the IBF. And he lost. That's no way did he duck Devin. You guys want special rules for that kid, man. Hold on. Lomachenko box rank. And then after that, he went and beat top-ranked guys after that. You guys just hating on Lomachenko, bro, and trying to make excuses. Let's see. So he fights Jorge Linares at 135. He moves up and fights Jorge Linares for the WBA belt. The next fight, he fights Jose Pedraza. He fights Jose Pedraza for the WBO belt. 4 months later, he fights Anthony Corrala to defend his WBA lightweight belt. Was he supposed to fight Devin Haney then instead of Anthony Corrala? He's supposed to give Devin a WBA and a WBO shot at the WBA and WBO instead of Anthony Corrala? Because the next fight he fights for the vacant belt with Luke Campbell. And so then after that he fights for the IBF belt. What's the problem? What's the problem? I mean, seriously, man, y'all got to stop that, man. You coming up for a reason for him not to fight somebody. That sounds like a duck to me, bro. Be respectful. I mean, as respectful as I can, man. I mean, dude, there was no time did he duck that guy. That's just being unfair that's just being unfair to Lomachenko, bro. And I don't have to like Lomachenko to be fair to him. Okay? You guys want to say, if you want to say that what he should have done is he should have fought him instead of fighting Anthony Corrala, or he should have he didn't vacate, man. Stop. He didn't vacate. You got to stop making shit up. He was elevated to the franchise championship, Sean. And even if he did, so what? He fought for a unification. He fought for a unification for the IBF. He had a unification fight. You guys just make shit up for him, man. And it's a bad. You make him look bad. I'm telling you, you make him look bad. Just telling you. Because everybody else in boxing, unification trumps mandatory. Every situation, unification trumps mandatories. If Lomachenko unified with the IBF, that trumps any responsibility that he had with Devin Haney. Because he was elevated. You keep saying it's not real. That's you. But even if you say it's not real, so what? The IBF is real. Is the IBF real? Do it. Best to do it ever. Is the IBF a major championship body? Yes or no? Is the IBF a major championship body? Yes or no? Yes or no? And I'm waiting for you specifically. Yes or no? Is the IBF a major championship belt? Low funds, but wanted to support this Superman. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you so much for that support, Shirai. It means a lot, bro. Thank you, man. Stop it, Jay. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong, homie. You're wrong. Lomachenko fought for the championship against Luke Campbell. In his very next fight, he fought a unification fight. Adrian Molina said, Ty, thanks for all the chat. Get the likes up. Stay safe. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Mr. Molina, for that support, bro. No, Devin Haney was not supposed to fight Lomachenko. That's not right. You guys just be making. Let me explain this to you very slowly. There is no scenario in which Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney. Number one, Devin Haney was never Lomachenko's mandatory. Never. Okay? Number one, Lomachenko was never ordered to fight Devin Haney. Never. Okay? So there is no mandatory. Devin Haney was not his mandatory, Sean. He was not his mandatory. Not his mandatory, not his mandatory, not his mandatory. He was never his mandatory. Never, Sean Lewis, never. However, even if he was his mandatory, he fought a unification fight. Unifications trump mandatories. Let me ask you a question. See, you looking for reasons for it not, if not happen. So you do have, man, shut up. They do CG Mac. Your crybaby shit is not impressive. Go get a tissue and wipe your fucking eyes. I'm telling you the truth. Unification trumps mandatories. That is a fact for everybody in boxing. Unifications trump mandatories. That is true for Devin Haney. It is true for Lomachenko. It is true for Deontay Wilder. It is true for everyone. I don't have to look for a reason. The reason is in your face. Teofimo Lopez was the IBF champion. Lomachenko was the WBA champion and the WBO champion at the least. At the least. Do you know what that means? That means he can fight Teofimo Lopez before he fights his mandatory. Because if Devin was his mandatory, Teofimo Lopez was a unification fight. Unifications trump mandatories. Do you think that rule doesn't apply? You think that rule doesn't apply to him? You're looking for a reason to call Lomachenko a duck, and it doesn't match. Because Lomachenko fought a unification fight over somebody that wasn't even his mandatory. Wasn't his mandatory. Devin was the WBC champion. Loma took the franchise belt instead of fighting Devin. That is not true. That is not true. He was not going to have to, if he would have kept the WBC belt, Devin Haney wouldn't have been his mandatory. Would he? Let me work this for people that you just want to be pro Devin. What would have happened if Vasily Lomachenko did not take the franchise belt? What would have happened? And I'm asking you, CG Mac, if there was no franchise belt, and all Lomachenko did was fight Teofimo Lopez, would he have been ducking Devin if he did not drop, and he didn't even drop it, he got elevated to it? That's their words. You don't get a voice. He wouldn't have had to fight his mandatory because unifications trump mandatories, Charles Stewart. Unifications trump mandatories. So let me ask you a question, Charles Stewart. Should Errol Spence Jr. fight Jaron Ennis and not is Errol Spence Jr. ducking Jaron Ennis right now? You don't, if you then stop saying he would have had to fight his mandatory, because they never ordered the fight. They never made him the mandatory. Devin was never the mandatory. They were never the mandatory. You keep saying that Devin was his mandatory. Devin was never his mandatory. They never ordered that fight. Never. He was the interim champion. He was not the mandatory. He was never the mandatory. So why do you keep saying he was the mandatory when he was never the mandatory? He would have had to fight his mandatory instead of a unification fight? No, he wouldn't have. He would have fought Teofimo Lopez regardless. And he lost. You guys just want to make Devin look good. Stop. He doesn't need it. It's overcooking. You're overcooking that. He did not duck that man. He didn't. But watch this. You're laying out some rules where now, if he don't fight Lomachenko, he's ducking Lomachenko. But you're okay with that, bro. Hey, yeah, but let him duck. Hey, thanks for this tissue. Much love in that super chat. You can lean your hand on your Haney poster hanging over your bed. Exactly, bro. Look, dude, it just doesn't work, man. That argument just doesn't work, bro. Devin was never his mandatory partner. He was never his mandatory, bro. I'll explain it. I'm not a Haney fan. He's not good at me. Look, I'm telling you, Charles Stewart, there's no explaining you can do to get you out of unifications, Trump mandatories. Lomachenko fought a unification, and then he lost. There's no explaining your way out of that. Okay? There's no explaining your way out of that. Lomachenko won the WBC belt, and he lost in a unification fight in his next fight. Devin Haney was not his mandatory. They never ordered the fight. Okay? They never ordered the fight. So he wasn't his mandatory. He was the interim champion. Never the mandatory partner. Never. And in fact, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, that's not worth going through. Bro, don't wrap me up in your stuff, bro. I'm not interested in that, man. I don't need your trolling ass assistance, partner. Okay? let me tell you. I don't need your trolling ass assistance here. Okay? This is a disagreement on a point, bro. That's it. And life, it's just life. I don't need you sitting there. Don't try to use what I have to say to go troll on a bunch of other people, partner. Okay? Charles Stewart said, I think Haney was pushing for his mandatory chance at the belt. That's what it was. I think it was. Loma wanted belts. I feel Loma and Tio was a bigger fight just because he lost. Yeah, he's pushing for his mandatory. Yeah, he wanted to fight. He wanted to fight for the belt, no doubt. He wanted to fight for the vacant belt. He wanted to fight against for the vacant belt. Against he wanted to fight for the vacant belt against Luke Campbell, but doesn't matter. Didn't happen. And you don't get credit for things that don't happen. You know what I mean? Devin was Loma's mandatory back in 2019. When did they order? Can you put in the chat, bro, when they said that they ordered that fight, bro? Because they never ordered that fight, bro. They never ordered that fight, man. Never. I'm yet to hear somebody show me where they ordered that fight. Where the WBC ordered Lomachenko versus Vasily Lomachenko. I've never heard that. I've never seen it. I keep hearing you guys say that, but I've never heard it. I've never seen it anywhere. Where is the article that said the WBC ordered Vasily Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney? Where is this order? I've never seen this order. I just keep hearing people doing what they did with Dillian White. With Dillian White. He said, tell him for now, they don't know better. Yeah, you talking about with that other dude? Tell him for now, people get brave over the keyboard. They can't even connect a punch in real life. Hey, look, I just don't need anybody's assistance insulting other people, bro. Okay? I'm not anti-anybody. You guys are on that shit. Don't bring that trolling shit over here thinking I'm going to co-sign your trolling. Not going to do it, bro. Dupper Douglas said, great point, Fanon. Haney is setting up a new precedent for unification over mandatory and vice versa. Yeah. So now if he wants to unify, no, he's got to fight his mandatory. You'll never do that for him. You guys will never do that. You'll never with anybody else say, oh, we want to see this mandatory fight. We don't want to see the unification, man. You know? No, man, that's not how it works, partner. Eric Horn said it never happened. Yeah, I'm waiting on. I've been seriously. Anybody that says Devin Haney was Lomachenko's mandatory, let me know when the WBC ordered that. Just put it in the chat. Put a link. Anything. Let me know. Because then, guess what? The WBC went back on their word and elevated Lomachenko and deactivated that mandatory. He wouldn't. Where does it say he never was super smooth? He was never the mandatory. He was the interim champion. He was never the mandatory, man. He was never the mandatory. He was the interim champ. They never ordered that fight, bro. And in fact, he already had a fight scheduled when they moved him up. Loma was franchised within a couple weeks of the franchise champ before Devin could be named mandatory. Thank you, bro. He was never the mandatory. After unification, then the mandatory Charles Stewart, you are only with the WBC. You are only the mandatory when they name you the mandatory. And they can name anybody the mandatory. They can name somebody, they can name the number 1 guy the mandatory. They can name the number 2 guy mandatory. They can name the number 3 guy mandatory. You are not, by virtue of being number 1 or the interim champion, either one, automatically the mandatory. It's in their rules. They have got to designate you. They have to designate Aaron Farlow. Bro, if you think it's killing the show, bro, just move on, bro. Boxing scene, Lomachenko Haney fight. We certainly can. Oh, wow, bro. Now that is interesting because you know I'm about to read this, bro. We would certainly consider. We would certainly consider. Loma versus Haney, that would be something we certainly consider. It would be a great fight. There's lots of good fights for Loma. Loma can fight Ryan, or he wants to go down, maybe Oscar. But what does this have to do with it? This doesn't say he's his mandatory. And this fight took place. I don't care what they say. He was never the mandatory. In 2019, Haney was the mandatory challenger to Lomachenko's title. That's not true. That's not true. You got to give me the paperwork. You got to give me the paperwork where they said that they actually ordered that fight, bro. Not that, what's this guy's name? Boxing scene staff referred to him as the mandatory challenger, dude. Where did he order the fight? Let me look. WBC orders Lomachenko versus Haney. It doesn't have anything that comes up, bro. In May, it says WBC declines Devin Haney. That's the only thing that comes up. Number 2 ranked Zuraev would not be able to face Campbell due to religious obligations. First of all, it was Abdulev that was supposed to be fighting for the vacant belt, bro. Not even Haney. Haney signed a co-promotional deal with Matchroom and joined as a feature. One of the sticking points that lured the fighter to zone was an opportunity to fight for a title soon. Since number 2 contender Abdulev was not able to fight Campbell during the Ramadan, Eddie Hearn felt that number 3 should get the nod, and the two even agreed to fight in July, barring new DAZN member would win his debut on May 25th. That all went up in smoke when Lomachenko filed his own appeal to order the WBC to fight Luke Campbell. Dude, this is written in May of 2019. When did they franchise him? He was named franchise in October. It's 4 months later. June, July, August, September. It was, man, he was franchised 5 months later, bro. Yeah, he was never the franchise man. He was never the mandatory, bro. And on top of it, only reason he would have got that fight at all, only reason he even got a shot at the fight was because Abdulov, who was number 2 and ranked ahead of Devin, because they wanted to make the fight during Ramadan. Shows him declining, bro. Look, Charles Stewart, bro, you're wrong. You have to show me where it says the WBC orders Vasily Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. If they have a certain amount of time to agree, if they do not agree, the fight goes to purse bid. That's how you announce fights. Not a Boxing Scene article that refers to him as a mandatory, because Boxing Scene referred to Dillian White as Deontay Wilder's mandatory when he wasn't the mandatory. No, you got to admit, Fanon, who are you talking to? I don't know what you mean. People got to admit when they wrong. It's when you search, it shows that shows him declined. Declining or declined? He declined. He did not. Look, you can't decline a mandatory. Oh, thank you, Charles Stewart. Yeah, I didn't know where you were coming from, bro. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it never happened, bro. He's never the mandatory, bro. John Boy said, I'm sorry. Tevin Smith in the building. Thank you for that support, said. And shout out to my guy, John Boy, for holding down the chat every day. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, bro. Tevin, you be holding it down too, bro. Thank you, man. And John Boy in the building said, my bro, Tevis always got my back. Yes, sir. Y'all both got mine, bro. Charles said, nah. Said, G, I said you right. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you. He said, man, this is great. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, bro. I'm just saying, man, dude, he was never the mandatory. It's just like when people were talking about Dillian White and Deontay Wilder. When they were like, I've been mandatory for 6,000 days. Like, dude, you're not even the mandatory yet. What do you mean? The mandatory was actually Dominic Brazil. The mandatory wasn't Dillian White, but they kept putting in the press over and over again that he was the mandatory. He was the mandatory. He was the mandatory. And he was never the mandatory. He wound up being a mandatory for like 6 weeks, and then he got knocked out by Alexander Povetkin. He literally wound up being a mandatory for 60 days. Never. I mean, if it's thousands of days. No, you were not. You were the number one contender. But that being the number one contender doesn't make you the mandatory, man. Charles, so I searched the WBC for Loma versus Haney. It shows the WBC declining Devin. Yeah, they declined Devin from an opportunity to fight for the belt against Luke Campbell because the WBC petitioned him because Vasily Lomachenko said, let's do a unification. He did not decline a mandatory jaywalk. He was there. I'm throwing niggas out for lying now. Get out. Timing out for lies. You're going to shut up for 5 minutes for falsehoods. I'm not going to defend this anymore. That's a falsehood. He didn't decline a mandatory for franchise. There was no mandatory ordered. They never ordered the mandatory, bro. You get timed out 5 minutes for lying. Because now you guys are saying it so much, I think you're trying to sell it. They declined it. No, that's not true. They declined it ahead of time, man. They declined him fighting for the WBC belt against Luke Campbell. And Lomachenko came in, and Lomachenko fought Campbell. That's what they declined, bro. He was never the mandatory, so there was no ducking of a mandatory, okay? You guys are passing on shit that's made up. But that's all right, whatever. Most people know this, so I don't know why you guys keep pushing it. But that's okay. The man, the myth, the legend. Well, Mr. Gonzalez, what's going on with your brother? How you feeling, man? Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona in the building, man. Yeah, people don't want to admit they're wrong. Yeah, bro. They don't want to admit that they're wrong, bro. They want some loose definition of duck. I asked for a fight. You didn't give me the fight, so you ducked me. That's what that is. I asked for a fight. He did not fight my guy when my guy wanted the fight, so he ducked. But then when people say, look, man, he fought a unification fight, Then you say, well, he ducked his mandatory. No, you can't duck a mandatory for a unification. Clear said AJ versus Fury is official. They said they agreed on it. I don't know if it's official. They said they agreed to terms. I don't know if that's official yet. But hey, man, it'd be great if it is. I'll take the fight. You know what I'm saying? John Boy said, yeah, zero honor with these Devin fans. If they not lying, they trashing other fighters. It's really tough, bro. Fanon, when did he get franchised? Because that's where the confusion comes in. T.O. should have been undisputed. Look, Charles, he was franchised in October. 4 months later, he was franchised. And guess what he was franchised? He was franchised under the knowledge that was the real WBC belt, because that's what the WBC said. He did what Canelo did. They created a new belt similar to the WBC Super belt, the WBA Super. With this WBA Super, there is no mandatory for the WBA Super. Right? No mandatory for the WBA Super. So is Devin ducking Gervonta Davis because he has the WBA Super belt? They're not lying. They just have been hearing the same narrative over and over again. Yeah, they can say it till they blue in the face, bro. They can say that narrative till they blue in the face, and it's not real. And they've also heard that, Fahim, they've heard that narrative debunked more than enough times to know that's not true. It's not true. The WBA belt does not have a mandatory. The WBA Super belt does not have a mandatory. That's no different than the WBC franchise. The only thing that's going on with the WBC's franchise is hopefully they're getting rid of it. Because I think it's a violation of the Muhammad Ali Act, personally. And so is the WBA Super. Because you're saying that this is your champion, but yet this champion does not have mandatories, and there's no way to get a fight with him. There's no way to get a fight with the WBA Super champ because they don't have mandatories. So isn't that skirting the Muhammad Ali Act and having a legitimate ranking system when that ranking system only winds up with you being a secondary champion? You know, the only person in the lightweight division, the WBA, the only person in there that has a mandatory challenger. The WBA is the same thing as the WBC franchise, YC. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as the WBC franchise. It's the same thing. You are the champion. The belt underneath it is a secondary belt, and the secondary title holder was the one that defends the belts, his belt. Fahim Sator said, even if he was the mandatory, he still fought a unification and lost. What the F is so hard to understand? Nothing is hard to understand about that, Fahim. Nothing. Absolutely nothing is hard to understand about that. Neither is why they don't want to admit it, because you got to admit you're wrong. Like my man said, you got to admit you're wrong. He did not duck that man. That's hella confusing. I mean, it really, if it's explained simply, it's not. They have a champion that they do not want to have mandatories because they want that guy to just make big money fights. Okay. So the WBA Super Champion still can fight he can fight whoever he wants. So it's all voluntaries, and voluntaries tend to be bigger money fights than mandatories. So the WBA says, let's have a champion that all he has to do is fight big fights. He can fight unification fights. He can fight nothing but voluntary fights because they will make more money off the bigger purse. But they still have, you have to have a ranking system. And so since you have to have a ranking system, we'll keep the WBA champion as the WBA, what they call the regular champion. So the regular champion defends against all the mandatories. That's the same thing the franchise is. Same thing. Literally the same thing. That guy is the champion, right? And he doesn't have any mandatories. The guy that's the WBA world champion, he has the mandatories. But he's not the big money fighter. So the WBA is still charging They're still charging sanctioning fees for that belt. There is no, yes, he's undisputed. He didn't take the franchise. He dropped the franchise. But I'm telling you, Lomachenko Teofimo Lopez was undisputed too. That's just Haney fans don't want to give him any credit. And people don't like the franchise belt and want to get rid of the franchise belt because the whole concept of a franchise belt is trash. I don't want the franchise belt, just like I don't want the WBA super belt. I wish they'd get rid of that too. Just have a WBC champion. Just have one champion. One name, one face, one champion. They want 3-4 champions. So they can charge 3 and 4 sanctioning fees and call everybody champion. But I mean, what's the interim champion and the silver champion and the diamond champion, the world champion, the franchise champion? They didn't call it the franchise designation, they called it the franchise champion. You got a bunch of crap belts out there. Oh, John Boy said, "Oh man, I didn't know you were a cook." He said, "Man, I always have you wreck my car, old friend. When you said I work in a hospital, I'm a cook." No, I thought you said you worked in a hospital. Man, my bad. Man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect you, bro. Sorry about that, man. I thought you worked in a hospital. I don't know why I thought that, man. My bad, brother. Much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you for that support, man. So yeah, they're getting paid off the belts. There's a million belts, man. But the belts only get important when it's a specific guy that you like, bro. But hey, yeah, Haney is undisputed. But I'm telling you, I thought Kambosos was too. I thought Kambosos was, and I think Teofimo Lopez is. Because that's what the WBC says. But then you got a bunch of people running around saying, well, the WBA said he wasn't. Man, the WBA never said nothing like that. Okay? And it ain't even their decision to say who the WBC champion is. It's not up to them, bro. Anyway, man, we can move off this topic, though. You guys, man. But notice, I say the same thing every time. And this argument sticks. It's not, you can't even win this. It's not winnable. It's not a winnable position. In order for you to get where you want, you got to find another reason to duck. Well, he didn't fight the guy that I wanted to see him fight. That's it. Just say he didn't fight the guy you wanted him to fight and call that a duck. And at that point in time, I'd be like, okay, well, according to your definition, he ducked him. John Boy said, they all screaming belts matter, but when Loma goes for belts, he ducks Devin. Oh, Jesus, I didn't want to say that. What? John Boy just roasted y'all. I'm going to steal that one. They all screaming belts matter, but when Loma goes for belts, he's ducking. Genius. Exactly. Why would you not fight for a belt? Why wouldn't you want the belts? But you're not supposed to want the belts when it's Devin. You want to, oh shit, that hurt. You're supposed to want to fight Devin when it's Devin. But you want to fight with belts for everybody else. It's that double standard, bro. Does Devin fight in prime power punches? He's not fought anybody yet. He's going to get those fights, though. I'm going to tell you what, he's going to get a fight against a Hall of Famer, bro. I know he's going to get a fight against a Hall of Famer. Hey, my man, that doggone Steez said I am cool with Errol and Thurman on the 19th. Yeah, I love it. Just make a fight. I'll take Keith Thurman I'll take Errol against anybody. I'll take Errol fighting anybody right now. Just don't wait. Just don't wait, man. I'll take Lamont Peterson too right now. Just make the fight, man. Make a fight, bro. Money Grenage said the rules are different for Devin. Very different, bro. Very different. Yeah, John Boy, that's a checkmate right there. Lomachenko fought for the belts. He didn't want to fight somebody for no belts. He wanted to fight for the belts. So he fought for the belts. Because that's what he did. He fought for the belts. And the WBC said that that's our belt. He didn't think he lost. He didn't think he didn't drop that belt. That's another. Well, he dropped that. He didn't drop that belt. Fanon, who do you have winning Arrow versus Canelo? I don't know, man. Let me ask me after the Gennady Golovkin fight. Because I think Canelo Alvarez is washed. I think Canelo Alvarez is washed. I think he's washed up. I think his best days are behind him. Let's see after that fight with ask me after the fight with Gennady Golovkin. Oh no. LeVar Atkins is being bad in this building, man. Said bring up Haney fighting Boots again, Boots Ennis again, and his fans will shut up real quick. But look, man, I can't do that unless you say he's ducking some little guy. I can only bring that up when they talk about like guys that are half his size not fighting him. That point in time, then I'll do it, man. Money Grenade said, that's a damn shame, Fanon. You're the one that's most consistent on all of this. Yeah. Dude, these guys, these people have called me all kind of biased, bro. I have never given you purposely not lopsided analysis on things. I'm going to call it like I see it. And that's the best you can do. You don't got to call things down the middle. Calling things down the middle could be unfair to somebody when the truth is not down the middle, or it doesn't even appear to be down the middle. Honey Young said all they have to do is go to BoxRec and see that when Loma beat Campbell and Haney beat Abdulev, it tells the story and the timeline. Yeah, exactly. But then 10 months later, he lost, and shortly after that, his next fight, he lost. DJ Moses, man, what's going on? Said, hey, Fanon, is it true that EJ is supposed to fight on November 19th? It's true that people said it. It said that it's true that people said it. It's true that it's a rumor. Only Errol Spence Jr. and the PBC know if that's true or not. But it sounds about right to me. Set a deadline, bro. I'm fighting in November, and that's it. We got to fight. We cannot wait on this dude, man. We can't let Terence Crawford cost you however much money you've been making, bro. Money Grenade said, I've been following you since the beginning. You've always been this way. I appreciate that, man. I have. I've tried my best to be. It's not fun to lose arguments, man. It's not fun to lose, to be wrong. Hey, man, John Boyd holding down the chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. He said, Fanon don't need to sell out. He has more people that support him for the truth. Paying for lies is stupid. Hey, man, much love in that super chat, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for that support, bro. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that, man. I had to come back. Thank you, bro. Ooh, sorry, man. 164. What's 164? Anyway, man, look, catch weight for fight at 168. That fight was offered that way. Look, I don't know, man. I think Canelo's washed. I'm going to be the first to say, bro, I don't think he's what he used to be. And I think that has a lot to do with why we don't get to see the fights that we want to see out of him, because those guys know that dude is, dog, he's 60 fights. 60 fights, man. 60 fights. You know what I mean? Like, people talk about, hold on, man. Let me see something. Like Keith Thurman, let me see something, man. Hold on a second. Yeah, he's the same age as Keith Thurman. But with a lot more fights, bro. But with 60 fights. With 61 fights. And how many years of a pro has he been? He's been a pro 17, and he's a 17-year pro. He's a 17-year pro. That's why I'm like, dude, at this point in time, 17-year pro with 60 fights at 32, you got a lot of wear and tear on them legs, man. Canelo's franchise equals he's ducking Charlo. Loma franchise, he's not ducking Devin because it's Dev. No. I did not say that Lomachenko, if you told me super smooth that Lomachenko ducked Jamal Charlo because he became franchise champion, right? And then I would say no, not just because of that. He ducked him because he was offered $50 million for the fight. He ducked him because he was offered $50 million for the fight. And guess what? He didn't lose either. He didn't go and lose. He left the weight class. Didn't he? Didn't he get that franchise belt and then he left the weight class? He had a unification fight next against Andrade. He didn't take that fight. He ducked Andrade. He had a mandatory ordered for him against Demetrius Andrade against Sergey Devenchenko, and he didn't fight Sergey Devenchenko, and then he left the weight class. The reason I say duck Jamal Charlo is because he was offered $50 million for the fight, and he said no. And then he told all those guys to go fight each other. Go fight each other. And specifically said he didn't want to fight him. Said he's got to do more. He's not done enough. And he did that at 154. He did it at 160. And he did it at 168. Canelo vacated his belt when Charlo became mandatory. I don't think he vacated the WBC belt at 160 for a long time, that franchise. And I don't think that did they ever order the fight. I don't think that's not the only reason that I say that he ducked him off just that. Those guys were champions in the same weight division at 154. And Charlo moved out of the weight class. I mean, and Canelo moved out of the weight class. He also ducked him because like I said, he got a $50 million offer to fight him, and he said no for a voluntary. And he said he didn't want to fight him because the guy didn't do enough. I mean, that's apples and oranges right there. He left after. The WBO didn't strip him, Charles Stewart. The IBF stripped him. The IBF stripped him. Because he had a fight due with Demetrius Andrade first. Demetrius Andrade was ahead of Charlo any way you cut it, because that was a unification fight and it was for undisputed to boot. You know? Yeah, the IBF stripped him, and then he left. He moved up to 168, and then he moved up to 168. Then I think he might have moved to 175. Then he moved back to 168, then up to 175. I don't even know how many times. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, he beat Gennady Golovkin in 2018. The next fight was at 175. Then he moved back down to 160. Then he moved up to 175. And then he went to 168, 168, 168, 168, 175, and back to 168. But look, man, I would say for several reasons that he did it. But if you just told me that Canelo Alvarez fought Demetrius Andrade for undisputed, and he didn't fight Gennady, and he didn't fight Jamal Charlo, I don't think that's a duck. I would say that's not a duck. No. If what you mean is if what he had done was the same thing Lomachenko did, no, that wouldn't have been a duck. If he had beaten Gennady Golovkin, right? And then his mandatory was, and I don't even know if they ever ordered it because they're not going to waste their time ordering Canelo to do anything. And then he had fought Canelo, or he had not fought Charlo. He fought Andrade and he lost. Then I would say, no, that's not a duck because unification is Trump mandatory and he lost. Does that make sense? See, this is very consistent stuff. Super smooth. This is very, very consistent stuff. However, you guys are costing me interest because, again, you guys have kidnapped the chat again. Fanon, do you like the comp that Charlo was fighting at 160? I'm indifferent on it. I think he fought the best competition he could fight. I'm fine with the competition that he fought because those are the only people that were going to fight him. You know, I liked who he fought. I liked the Korobov fight. And I like the Deverenchenko fight. But, you know, he fought who he could fight. Andrade, he wasn't making a fight with Andrade. Andrade's over there once fighting on the zone. And then he's not going to fight. He didn't get to fight Gennady. I wish he would have fought Gennady. I wouldn't call that a duck. No, I would not call it a duck if he did that either. That's why I'm not calling Lomachenko a duck. Because if the same thing applied, it's not a duck. If for real, it's not a duck. If Terence Crawford has a mandatory by the WBO and he fights Errol Spence Jr. and loses, and he decided to fight Errol Spence Jr. instead of his mandatory, it's not a duck. Now, if he comes back and he still doesn't fight him, that may be a duck. But we don't have that with you just don't have. You really just don't have that with taking place between Lomachenko and Haney. Lomachenko did not duck that man. Super Smooth said, I got it. Yeah, hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Super Smooth. But we'll keep going through it, bro. Lomachenko, like, you know, I don't think he ducked that man. And that's why I want to see the fight. Hey, look, man, he ain't ducking him now, is he? He legitimately saying, hey, man, I want to fight him. So there you go. Make the fight. Because you know he's going to get past Kambosos, all right? Like, you know that, bro. 98% of us would do the same. Fans only matter when you're a nobody. What do you mean? What do you mean, John Boy? I disagree, Michael Lors. I don't know what you disagree with, bro. You got to put that. You have to put that in an actual comment, man, because other than that, I'll have no idea what you disagree about. I have literally no idea what you disagree about, bro. No. Monday Ever said, when are we going to get rid of the word duck in casuals in boxing? Never. Casuals, never. Duck, never. They are stuck in the lore of boxing, and they will be there forever, bro. They will be in there forever, man. I want George to win due to fans talking so much smack. Nah, man. Don't do that, man. That kills it. You need Devin Haney in boxing, man. Devin Haney's good for boxing. He's very good for boxing. He's very good for the conversation, man. Boy said Haney stopping somebody. Yes, he ain't stopping. He ain't stopping nobody. Hey, what's going on, James Fine? Hopefully get past Kambosos, but it will be an exciting or boring fight. It's going to be a boring fight. It'll be boring because Kambosos is not going to be able to do anything to him, and Devin is too stupid he's too smart. He's not stupid to jump out there and just do stupid shit and just like give him a chance. He's going to make it so he doesn't have a chance. You know, he's going to make sure he doesn't have a chance. Nah, Devin's a top-notch fighter, man. He's not losing to George Kambosos. He's an A-level fighter. George Kambosos is a C-plus level fighter, man. B-minus level fighter. You believe he avoided? Okay, good. There you go. Say he avoided him. No worries. Say he avoided him. I can't argue about avoid. I can't argue about avoid. You know what I mean? He wasn't interested in him. I'll say that. That's obvious. That's a truism that he wasn't interested in him. But did he duck him? Nah. Not for the reasons that y'all are saying. Anyway, Dontre Thomas said, Fanon, 147 should be Spence versus Stanionis. Bud versus Ortiz, Thurman versus Boots would be a really exciting. Oh, yeah, those are all great fights. I love all those great fights, bro. Said, now that's a hater. Oh, me? I'm not. Man, I ain't hoping on his loss, Super Smooth. Don't get me twisted, bro. I'm just stuck on a point I don't want to lose, bro, because you're not going to get me up with these trolls, these other troll channels, and have me losing arguments to troll channels. You're not going to get it out of me, bro. If you want to know why I'm motivated and will continue to say this, it's because, dude, there's so many troll channels that just do videos about me that I don't actually want to make a stupid argument and have them dudes actually being able to make a video where they're right. You know what I mean? I'm going to let those guys be stuck on stupid when it comes talking to me. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be out here just giving people, you know, because every one of that stuff them dudes have talked about, all that shit got flown. JD said, Fanon, what do you think about Ryan's major endorsements in Gatorade, NBA, NFL, etc.? Will Ryan end up being a bigger star than Tank? I don't know. I have no idea. Is he more? He's going to get more endorsements than Tank. Is he going to be a bigger boxing star? Probably. I don't know. He could be. But look, Teofimo Lopez got endorsements. Like bragging about endorsements. He will if he's as good a fighter. He's not going to get that he's not going to get there without being a better fighter. You know what I mean? They talking all this ish about legacy, but out there condoning ducking a legacy defining fight. Yeah, dude, that is silly to me, bro. That to me is silly. Endorsements are big. That's good for the base and money eventually. Yeah, I mean, you still got to win, though. You know what I mean? He still got to win. He said, nah, that won't for you. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Super Smooth. Gearson Duran said, if not for Spence or Bud, who do you think Thurman can truly make a fight with? He can truly make a fight with Jaron Ennis. He can truly make a fight with Speedy Rashidi Ellis. He can make a fight with a lot of guys, not them. He can probably make a fight with anybody in that division. Only person I would say he can't make a fight with is Virgil Ortiz, because Golden Boy is completely full of crap. They ain't trying to make no fights with nobody over there with him. But not Ortiz, because I don't think they'll take that fight. Thurman said on an interview he would choose Conor Benn. Yeah, I mean, he could fight Conor Benn. Conor Benn's easy money. He said he'll take Conor Benn for enough money. So, yeah, you know, for enough money, he'll take Conor Benn. Yeah, I think that's real. You know what I mean? Hey, no worries, man. Hey, my pleasure to answer the question, man. Again, thank you to everybody that is supported in the Super Chat and the Cash App today. You guys are the ones that really make the channel go. Thank you guys so much for your support, bro. It does mean a lot, especially during this sucks time in boxing. Because as a boxing fan right now, dude, if Devin don't make that fight to go, man, come on, man. That's a good fight. Make the fight. You're not getting Gervonta next, man. It's not happening. You know what I mean? Because it's just not happening. I know it's not happening. That Lomachenko fight is going to happen. So I don't even get it. He's going to fight that guy. Or he's going to get thrown to the wolves at 140. It's going to be either or. And I'm telling you, man, they got somebody over there, dog, at 140. I don't know who it is, but them matchmakers from Top Rank, them Top Rank matchmakers, bro, they can get you beat now. They can get you beat. Dontre Thomas said, facts, a lot of these fighters will be worth more than money if the fighters are confident in their matchups. Look, I mean, the stars got a line for some of this stuff, man. The stars have to align for something, bro. I didn't hear what happened. What did they say about the Loma fight? Oh, people are actively out there talking about Devin shouldn't fight Lomachenko. That he shouldn't fight Lomachenko. Guys that I like, I don't talk to him much, but I do like him. I respect him, but dog, come on, man. Come on, man. That is going to make Devin look bad, bro. You make the fight, man. You don't skip out on a career-defining fight. That's just to be petty. And honestly, man, that's kind of still how I feel about Errol and Thurman, man. I feel Errol's being petty, man. To me, that's petty. Like, just take the fight, bro. And see, that's why you can't co-sign that, man. You can't co-sign it because then other people start doing it. Because you know what I'm saying? Because then other people start doing, well, you didn't fight me when I wanted to fight, so I'm out. Man, come on, man. We need fights, man. Man, we need fights. Okay? We need fights. We need good fights. If you got two world-class fighters, man, make the fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Make the fight. Larry Williams said that sweet Tank, that they sweat Tank because the one that beat him becomes the man. Lou, they sweat Tank because they ain't got to fight Tank. Honestly, man, that shit's clout chasing as far as I'm concerned, bro. All of that because you're not going to fight him. You're not going to fight him. It's all of that over attention on Gervonta. If Gervonta was not a big name, bro, they would not be saying anything about they wouldn't be saying anything about him. Okay? If he was not selling big tickets and doing pay-per-views, they would never say his name, man, because that is a stupid, dangerous fight. Okay? It's a stupid, dangerous fight because you can get your ass knocked out. Okay? Isaac Cruz is dangerous enough. That dude, if nobody, a lefty, a southpaw dude with knockout power in both hands, they can fight on the inside, they can fight on the outside. That is a nightmare matchup. For even if you think the guy can beat him, that's still a nightmare matchup, bro, where you better be super duper on point, bro. Oh, so that may not necessarily be true. Even if they beat Tank, doesn't mean Tank fans going to bow to him. No, Tank fans are not going to. You're not getting Tank's fans. You're not going to get Tank's fans. Just telling you, man. You're not going to get Tank's fans. Not if you're not knocking people out, bro. That shit comes, dude. Nobody ever got Mike Tyson's fans. Holyfield never got Mike Tyson's fans. Lennox Lewis never got Mike Tyson's fans. Doesn't work like that. Larry Holmes never got Ali's fans. Duran never got Sugar Ray Leonard's fans. Okay? It doesn't work like that. Some of these guys are just very charismatic in what they do in the ring. You know what I mean? TMT is stopping Ryan and Devin. Stop. That's serious. That's silly. Though that's silly. You VH, you guys can say that shit to you blue in the face. The fact of the matter is, Gervonta Davis has been trying to make a fight with Ryan Garcia. And what they said, what Oscar De La Hoya said was the fight needs to be 50-50, and it needs to be a co-promotional deal between that and DAZN. You guys just are so anti. There's so many hate videos put out on Gervonta, bro. That's all right, though. No worries, because it's fun to me. Don't you worry. It's fun to me. Keep them coming, bro, because I love knocking that shit down. How god daggone well that Oscar De La Hoya is running around talking about Al Heyman is stopping all of the fights. Oscar De La Hoya, well, I really want to make this fight, but it's Al Heyman. Why you saying that about Al Heyman? By the way, guess who said it wasn't Floyd? Guess who said it wasn't Floyd? Oscar De La Hoya said it wasn't Floyd. Everything is as Al Heyman's fault, man. Said hopefully that hate turns to cash for Davis. Look, dude, the cash turned to hate, X. The cash turned to hate, bro. You guys are making dude, seriously, man, catch me on some wild stuff, bro. It's like you said they're using Tank for clout. I mean, clearly, bro. Clearly, bro. Clearly. But that's all right. You can use Devin for YouTube. You can use Devin for clout. Devin is like that, bro. Devin's a big name, man. No doubt. Devin's a big name, bro. The money brought the hate for Tank. Because if Tank was not with them, dude, Tank would be forced to fight at 140. He'd be a fight. These guys would never fight him. Just to let you know. If Gervonta Davis was not a big name, they would never fight him. Never fight him. Would have never got a shot. Never. Because he's too dangerous. Slick southpaw with knockout power. Because he is a slick southpaw, by the way. He is a slick southpaw. Slick southpaw with a ton of power. Typically, they don't give you a lot. They don't get a lot of fights, bro. You know what I mean? Typically. But look, man, it's been a lot of fun today. I'm going to jump up out of here. Thank you, guys. And by the way, Barbara D, how are you, sister? Yeah, you like Tank? Yeah, I'm a big dude. I like all these guys, man. I like all these guys, man. I like talking about Devin Haney, man. I do. It's fun to me because y'all get so mad, bro, but you can't win an argument with me. You get mad, but you know I'm telling the truth, don't you? At the end of the day, you don't like what I got to say, but you know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. You can't slide past it. You can't climb over it. You can't dig under it. You can't go around it, bro. Too high to get over. Too low to get under. You can't get away from it, man. You can't get away from it, man. Anyway, man. Hey, Eric Horn, appreciate the info as always. Hey, my pleasure, man. But look, I'm going to bounce up out of here, man. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you again for the support. Really does mean a lot. Yeah, they don't like that truth, bro. They don't like that truth. But anyway, with that, I'm out. Deuces.